Jefferson here again with another first listen review. And this is one that I was really looking forward to. One of my favorite bands of all times. So you better believe I'm going to babble a lot about this one because that's what I do. We're talking about Deep Purple and their brand new album called Equals One. And let me tell you, this is, wasn't really sure what to expect from this one because this is the first one they're recording with their brand new guitarist, Simon McBride, since Steve Morris, retired from the band a few years ago. I've watched quite a bit of live stuff that he's done with the band on YouTube and watched a few videos. And the first one I ever watched with him was Lazy, which has got that epic guitar solo in it, and he nailed it. That was the first thing I ever saw of him playing with them, and I was like, wow, man, this guy can play. So really excited to listen to and hear what these guys were doing. I actually cheated. I watched the Portable Door video when that first came out, and I thought, wow, it still sounds like Deep Purple, but it's a little different. So I was like, all right, I can't wait to hear this new one. So let me tell you, I let the cat out of the bag right from the beginning here. I really like this album. I couldn't believe how good this album was. It's recorded well. It just is mixed well. It's got a great feel to it. It's just real guys playing music, which I just love. It just sounds like I don't know if they recorded it live together, but it sounds like they did. More than I expected. The first 4 songs actually are a lot different sounding to me. A little bit heavier, different little rhythmic things, especially in the first song, Show Me. That one's got a cool, heavy groove to it. And I don't care what people are saying about Ian Gillan's voice. I think he sounds great. I still think, he's singing. There's a couple times he tries to go out of his range, but not very often. Most of the time he's singing there. I think he's almost 80 years old, and I still think he sounds great. So no complaints there. In the, I'd rather hear him singing what he can sing. He still has a pretty good range, a lot better than a lot of these people, more modern people coming out, I think. And if he's singing with his range and he's sounding good, what's there to complain about? Nothing, as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, my little rant there on that. But in the next couple songs, I like a bit on the other side. It's funny because when I first heard that riff, I go, man, this sounds like Zero the Hero just played a lot faster. It's not quite exactly the same riff, but it's got that feel, but just a lot faster. And so that was pretty cool to listen to that. Sharpshooter, also another, it's got that cool little catchy guitar thing to it. And the thing about Simon, he's got a heavier guitar sound, and he kind of sticks with that through the whole album. Very chunky, gritty guitar sound. Now, when Steve Morse first came into the band, that was quite a change. I mean, Richie Blackmore's got his own sound. When you hear him play, it's him. Steve Morse has the same thing. First couple albums with Deep Purple, I love those first 2 with Steve Morse on it. It gave them like a new formula to work with, some new experimental type things in the songs that you never would have really expected from them. I liked a lot of that stuff. As time went on, they kind of found a formula and they stuck with that. I know a lot of people like Infinite and Whoosh a lot. For me, they just became exactly what I expected. So, like, not that they're bad albums, but like the last 2, they were good, solid albums, but I already knew what I was going to hear before I heard it, and I enjoy those still, but this was quite a change from those. The Portable Door on here, one thing I really noticed about them when I first heard it is, like, Ian Gillan's always got clever little lyrical things going on. I don't always know what he's singing about, but they sound kind of funny. But after the first 4, the album kind of takes a little bit of a change, and it gets to sounding like early 70s Deep Purple to me anyway. And like Old Fangled Thing, I mean, that just instantly I started thinking Machine Head type days. And pretty much from, I guess If I Were You was kind of the same way, but Pictures of You probably is the most out of place song on here. And I don't mean that it didn't sound like them, but it had a more modern pop almost type sound to it, a very catchy guitar part to it, which I actually really like that song too. There's nothing on here I didn't like. I actually liked everything on here. And it's 13 songs. There's a lot here. Most of the songs are actually pretty short, between 3 and 4 minutes, which I also noticed right off the bat. These songs are really to the point, over and done. But then, you know, pretty much actually from that point on, I'm saying nothing, lazy side, now you're talking, no money to burn. Those are all like have that older, to me, early 70s style. And I tell you what, what I didn't expect was how much Don Airey is playing keyboards solos and stuff in these songs. There's actually some harmonizing going on where they're playing like together, which is like mind-boggling stuff. And then track 11, you get down to a little bit of a slower song, a little more bluesy-ish sounding, you know, something, you know, maybe along the lines of When a Blind Man Cries or something like that, but no, completely its own song, doesn't sound like those, but that feel. And I really enjoyed that. They were pretty much just rocking it out from that point all the way down, and this is, you know, track 12. And then the last song on here, Bleeding Obvious, it's the longest song on the album. It's almost borderline prog, you know, a little bit. It just goes through a few changes and turns. It's got the intricate playing that I was just talking about there between Don Airey and Simon, and I don't know, it just took a few twists and turns, and really enjoyed hearing them do something like that. It was quite a change. So anyway, that's kind of like my quick overall view of this thing. Really enjoyed this album. If they're going to keep making albums like this, I'm in. I really enjoyed this one. I've said that I know several times now, but yeah, so if you're a Deep Purple fan, you like the early, you know, 70s style, you know, with a few little twists here and there, more, I don't want to say modern feel, because it's really not modern sounding at all, but very well recorded. And, you know, Simon's a lot younger than the other guys in the band, but he still has that, the feel that I think fits right in. He's got a bluesy style playing with a little bit of his own thing going on there. I don't know as I would necessarily know it's him playing the minute I heard him like the other guitarists this band has had, but he definitely adds his own thing, gives him a little bit of a fresh feel to it, while not losing the Deep Purple sound at all. I mean, it sounds like Deep Purple, so if you like that early stuff, minus the super high screaming notes that, you know, a lot of us love, because that's really not on here at all, but he definitely is, I think, is sounding really good. So anyway, that's my quick little thing, and as always, I welcome any comments. If anybody's heard this, you know, give this before you make any comments about anything negative from past, maybe recent albums, give this a listen, and then come back and tell me what you think of them with an open mind, because I really enjoyed this. So anyway, that's just my little take on it. Like, share, and subscribe to keep this music alive, like I always say, because if they're going to keep making music like this, I'm standing at the entrance to the store ready to buy the new album. So anyway, until next time, we will see you.